Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about your platform. So we're going to go over exactly kind of how the builder works, how the suppliers work. We're going to talk about publishing as well and domains. Now, the reason we're doing this video is because although your website is already done and everything's been set up and done for you, you might still want to scale in the future. You still need to know how to make changes, how to add new products, how to take products out, and continue, making the necessary changes to keep growing your business. And that's what we're going to talk about today in this video, just familiarizing yourself with this platform. Now, this is also a video that you can come back to later in the future. So, whenever you need to make a reference to something, but more importantly, if you ever do need that ASAP technical support, we're always available for you as well, so we can get help. So for example, if you want to add something to your menu and you just don't know how to do it, we can get in there and kind of do that for you, work on that and make sure the website is exactly meeting your standards. Now, the first thing I want to start off with, like I said, your website is already done and it's optimized for desktop, tablet, and mobile view. And the cool thing about this builder is that even if you go into it and kind of mess things around, which we kind of recommend you do, make it your own, make it personal, add a story to the brand, to the About Us page, make it specific, personal to you. But that aside, the platform will automatically optimize your page and your changes to the specific format that the website is being viewed in. Aside from obviously being optimized, it's also loading super fast, and that's important as well because we're going to talk about landing pages in just a little bit. And that's all, core to marketing and how we're going to be driving leads and turning those leads into sales. And also in this video, we're going to talk about reasons. So why we chose this specific platform for your business. And there's a big reason right up here. Basically, to break it down, this platform is going to cut costs. So you're not paying a bunch of money up front, but at the same time, you're getting some of the best and most necessary marketing and email automations that you need to start driving sales and start scaling so that you can see some consistent scales or sales with automation. But more on that in just a little bit. So the builder itself, this is what your homepage might look like. Not like this. It's just a sample website, so don't worry about that. But everything is very drag and drop. If I want to move this down, I can. If I move, so basically this is a spacer. You can also space between the text and the button. You can click on a button and you can edit the button. So you can change the button text, add second line, add an icon, which will add an icon right in front. You can also link this button to different pages by clicking the edit link. So if it goes out to another website that's not on your business, you can literally add that here. And you might want to do that for like a charity. So if you guys support a charity or your brand supports some sort of charity, you can, that's an external link. So you're going to want to add that charity to the URL field here. But if it's linking back to your own page, you can literally choose whichever pages it goes to, or appointment page, or open in the same tab, or a different tab. If you kind of want to clutter your customer's computer with a bunch of your website tabs, you can do that like that. So all of these different things are very intuitive. If you want to change the image, click on the image, edit image, and it'll give you options to change the image. You can change text. All kinds of things are changing, and also it's all drag and drop. So what that means is you don't need any kind of code. I guess that's the most important thing. You don't need any kind of code or technical knowledge to make these edits and to make these changes. It's all very super easy. You click edit images and you can delete them, you can add them. It's very simple. Now, what about adding new blocks? So you'll see the plus sign here. This is an add widget. These are all the widgets that you can add. So there's the basic ones: text, icons, menus, spacers. A spacer is basically this thing, again, that we can kind of change the spacing in between. So you can add those spacers almost anywhere. Progress bar, so cool little things. Accordion, maybe you want to do like a frequently asked questions section, and you can add an accordion there. Then there's lead gen ones, which we'll talk about more in marketing, but forms, quiz surveys, bookings, and member login and registration for like a member portal. Some of you guys, if you have a subscription based product, or even if you don't, if you want to make a subscription based product, that's a portal that you can create so that customers can manage their subscription all on your website. Of course, there's a sales page, so the store page where all the products are going to be, the checkout page, which you want to streamline. We'll talk about it later, but like I said, it's kind of already done for you. Order summary page. This is more like the thank you page where the customer can see what they ordered, and then a donation link just in case you are doing some sort of charity to kind of extend your brand, make it more than just a product. A slider is basically PowerPoint kind of presentation, more or less. You can link your social media, you can add videos, or you can add an audio. Now this is pretty popular. It's growing in popularity because of podcasts. So people are creating podcasts about their product. So they're talking about value, why someone should buy their product, what benefits the products are. They're also giving like sort of testimonials with their product, and they're adding them as podcasts onto their website. So that's just something that you can do. It's a pretty cool integration, and these are just things that not a lot of people have seen. And then of course blogging. This is big for your SEO. If you want to start growing your organic traffic, you want to start a blog. And guys, have AI write your blog post. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, double check, make sure everything makes sense. But yeah, you can do that now. You can add a map, just if in case you want to serve locally as well, or you want to be a wholesaler and start selling your product off to local businesses. We're going to talk all about the supplier as well in just a little bit, but these are all things that you can do. Now on this 3-bar, these will open all of your pages. So by the way, I'm just going back to the widgets. If you want to add like a heading, you can literally just drag, drop, boom, headings right there. I want to move that below. There we go. So it's quite literally that easy. Drag and drop. All right. So space that out. Okay. Now for pages, these are all the pages on your website. So you're going to have the home page, you're going to have pricing, about me, appointments. These are all the different kinds of pages you're going to have on your website. And like I said, we've done that for you. But if you wanted to add a page, you would do that from here. Add new page. It doesn't matter like what kind of page you want. Maybe you're in the news, or maybe you're getting published, and you want to add all of your add a page dedicated to just the places you've been published. Again, just building that social proof. You can add that new page. So all of that's done here. Then we have the blog. So here you can see all of the blog posts that you've made. So they would all show up here. And then the store page. Now this is a whole separate tab. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. Back to the builder. And by the way, up here, this is where this is like the master menu, where you can go to the builder, you can go to your store. Your contact is going to be a list of all of your subscribers. We're going to talk about that. Appointments and email and automations. We'll talk about that as well. And then by clicking that, you can see your website. So all the websites that you're currently running are going to show up right here. And funnels as well. We'll talk about the funnels also, because that's all the automation stuff that we're going to get into when it comes to marketing. So that's really, it's that simple. So that's how easy the builder is. That's how you can add and delete pages. You can edit pages as well. Show settings. So page name, URL. You can add them to groups, public access, or you can make it password protected. So again, if it's like a members only or password protected, you can do all kinds of things. So you really have all the capabilities you need to have a really advanced online presence, but without all the complications that come with having to know how to code. So everything is kind of made very easy. You don't need to dive in. You don't need to, start changing things ASAP day one, but you have all of it available to you. So those are those two options. Now, if you go to global styling, this is like a theme sort of section where you can create a theme and it'll automatically apply that theme. So like colors and fonts to the rest of your website. That's really all I'm going to talk about for that. Now, funnels. We're going to talk about this in just a little bit. Now, again, you can play these videos so you can watch exactly what it is, how it works. The funnel is all core to marketing. So this is how we're going to be making money. This is how we're going to be making sales at, day 1, day 5 in 1 or 2 weeks. We're going to get into that in the marketing video. Now, if we go to settings, this is where I want to talk about domains. So there's general, obviously, have your specific title. A favicon is what shows up in the Chrome tab. So, if you have a logo or if you want us to design a logo for you, just let us know. We have absolutely no problem designing logos for you. We can do that. So don't worry, you can reach out. And then there's social sharing images. So these are more like, what your profile picture might look like on a specific social platform. But more importantly, I want to show you domains. So this is where you're going to add a domain. Now, the domain provider that we recommend you get a domain from is GoDaddy. Some domains are as cheap as like $1 for per year. So go on GoDaddy.com, look through domains, find one that you like, find one that's available, and they make the process super easy. You can literally type, yourbusiness.com, and they'll tell you if it's available, and they'll give you a bunch of other alternatives. But you really want to keep it as a .com. So you don't want to go into .org. You don't want to do .shop. You don't want to do .ai. I know those are available, but you want to stick to the .com addresses. Those are generally the best, the fastest loading, and drive the most traffic. Now, when you do get a domain, all you got to do is click on GoDaddy, by the way. All you need to do is now I just want to say, like, if you do get a domain from Google or HostGator or anywhere else, it's okay. So there's nothing wrong with that. We're just saying GoDaddy because it's the easiest and it's relatively cheap. But if you already have a domain or you've got it from someone else, perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. All you got to do is click connect to an existing domain. And we're going to go ahead and type in the domain. So for example, you want to obviously type in your business domain there.com, and then it'll give you these instructions. You want to go to whatever your host provider is. So if it's GoDaddy, go to GoDaddy, open up the domain settings. So you got to click on your .com address, and it'll show up the DNS, manage DNS on GoDaddy. It'll literally say just manage DNS. Click on that, copy and paste this, and this. Copy from here and paste it into GoDaddy, and that's it. Right? You're going to click submit. You're going to save it on GoDaddy. It can take up to 48 hours to complete. So it does take, from what I've seen, it generally happens within 24 hours, but it can take up to 2 days. And your website is live. It's connected and linked. Now, if you need help with this, reach out. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We can help you connect the domain and kind of do that for you in case that's a bit tough or you don't know exactly where the settings are. Don't worry, we got you covered. So that's just where you can take care of those pieces. So that's domain. That's going to be important, obviously, to go live. Language and time, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to show here. System emails we're going to get into when it comes to marketing, so don't worry about that right now. And personalization. So yeah, nothing else that you really need here. Now finally, there's this eyeball. Obviously this is website preview, so this just shows you what your website is going to look like. Up here you can do different views so that you can see your website in all different formats. Make sure it's absolutely perfect before you go live and start driving traffic. So that's all for this video. That's all for the builder. Now in the next one, we are going to talk about the supplier real quick and talk about how to add products and move things around. And then we're going to get into marketing finally. So I'll see you guys in the next one.